Hey YouTube, this is Darklordmalicious. I'm going to be starting a new segment that I'm going to be calling the recommended start. And so basically this is just going to be the start of a deck build, so that way you can continue on and put in whatever you want for the finished product of a deck. Basically, I'm going to I'm going to do these videos based on cards I pull that I have no use for, but they're pretty good cards. But if they're pretty good, I'll start up a deck, and I won't finish it, but I'll start it up. As you can see, I got a Rainbow Dark Dragon here. It's going to be based on him, the deck I'm making. It's going to be, I looked up a deck list on YugiOhWikia.com, and I found this one build known as the Rainbow Dark Dragon Turbo. And basically, it's going to be a synchro deck for Dark Dragon here. And basically, to build it, you need a lot of dark monsters with magical merchant and only 3 monster reincarnations. You need 3. You can load your graveyard with merchant as well as monster reincarnation to pick up copies of Rainbow Dark Dragon. You want to get when Crimson Crisis comes out. I think this is when Black Salvo, the Dark Tuner machine, comes out. Basically, if you have Dekoichi, the Battle Chanted Locomotive in your graveyard, you can summon it using Black Salvo's effect. Then you can synchro the 2 to get Black Rose Dragon out. And then have Dragon clear the field. All you have to do is summon out Rainbow Dark Dragon, and that's game. Especially if you have a lot of dark monsters in your graveyard, you should get them up very easily to over 8,000. Pretty useful card, huh? Now there's another good way, and that's using Dad and Armageddon or Dark Refer, and that's just fill it up. But if you have dark dragon monsters, you can use 5-headed dragon in the mid game, and you can also use Veil of Darkness if you want. And Veil also helps out even out the limitation of Reasoning and Monster Gate, because you're going to need those spell cards. Now, first we're going to move on to some recommended monsters, and I have some of them. I don't have all of them. I even edited a bit. So hopefully, again, this is just to help out anyone that's trying to build a deck based on Rainbow Dark Dragon, or whatever, or even help another kind of deck. I don't know. But the first recommended card is obviously Rainbow Dark Dragon. You should probably have at least 2, so you have better chances of pulling it. It is recommended Darklord's Audio. Not recommended, but very useful for throwing cards into your remove from play pile, and does a good amount of damage. Chaos. Creator is recommended because you can remove from play, and there is a way to get back cards into your graveyard. We'll get to that in a sec. Next, Snipe Hunter. Good way to destroy your own monsters if you want, or clear your field. Pretty useful. Resonator. This is, since Black Salvo is not out yet, this is a card you want to have because it's the same level and it's a tuner. And basically, you can get the same results even with, as long as you have Resonator and another monster with 4 stars. Or you can get Go-Yo Guardian by tuning with Sanguine, which is the next card. So, Sanguine. And then Spirit Reaper, you can tune him with Resonator or Salvo, get Go-Yo or level 6, whatever. Pretty useful. Because it's good for defense. Phantom Chaos can have him become any dark monster, and you can remove from play. You remove from play the monster you want him to become, get his effect, use the effect. He stops being that monster, he's probably going to be destroyed. He'll go to the graveyard, bam. You just replace whatever you remove from play. Then, Doomsday Horse, how you get back your remove from play. Alright, you want to have multiple copies, because the more and especially with the more monsters removed from play, the stronger he'll become. The nice thing, when he's destroyed, sent to the graveyard, you get all the monsters that he used for his attack power back to the graveyard. Very excellent for Rainbow Dark Dragon. Right. Anyways, back to and all of them are listed, and the only one that I don't have that were not listed is Demise, Kingdom of Armageddon, another good way to clear the field. Just give up 2,000 life points. Dad, recommended if you want. There's Magical Merchant, mention him, and Black Sava and Dekoichi. Battle Chancellor Locomotive. Those two work very well together. You get out Black Rose Dragon. It's excellent. Alright, now onto the spell cards. Now I don't have all of them. These are the cards that I added. I'll tell you which ones were recommended. Okay. So you want to have Feather of the Phoenix in case Rainbow Dark Dragon is sent to the graveyard, and then you can get him back on your next turn after using this. Discard a card to your grave, preferably a dark monster. Switch it for Rainbow. Draw it next turn. Bam! You have, and not only that, you have him back in your hand. Very useful, huh? Right. I only have two, but Lord of Darkness. Remove from play. Draw 2 cards. Very good. Very good. Brain Control. Pretty much just a staple. Card Destruction, it is recommended, as well as Hand Destruction and Dark World Dealings. You want to use those as well. Next is Dark Eruption. I'm just using one. You can use more if you want. Basically, just get back a dark monster from your grave if you need it. Pretty good. Heavy, just a staple. Just get rid of, again, clear up the field if you use. Combos pretty well with Zerado. And then you just clear up the field for Dark Dragon. So, next, Monster Reborn. Bring back whatever you need. I would bring back Zerado. Very useful. Alright. And then the rest of the recommended cards for spells for this deck is Reasoning. Recurring Nightmare, because you can get back any monster with 0 defense that's dark. Monster Gate. Dump until you have let me see. I think you just dump until you draw a monster that can be normal summoned, special summon it, and any other cards picked up to the graveyard. That's how that one works. Painful Choice. It can only be used in traditional format, unfortunately. Monster Reincarnation. We went over this. You need 3 Monster Reincarnations because they're good for dumping to the graveyard. And getting back cards in your hand, and yeah. Trap cards. I think I have it somewhere. I'm not sure. Threatening War. I don't know where that line of copy is. Here's a picture of it. Yeah, Threatening War. That's the trap card you should get. It's recommended. And then I also recommend Escape from the Dark Dimension and Return from the Different Dimension. This is limited to 1, so you can only have 1 copy. This, I'm not sure. I think it's either limited to 2 or it's completely free. I haven't checked the thing in a while, so I don't really remember that well. But again, get back whatever you have removed from play. Very useful. This, good for when you have when you're using Rainbow Dark Dragon. Especially if the field is very clear except for this card. Activate it, get out all the monsters you just had, and remove from play for a turn. In case he doesn't have enough, you just owned it right there. Rainbow Dark Dragon OTK. Alright, yeah. This is pretty much, I'm going to be doing this every time I get like a card that I can't use, I just can't build it. I'll do whatever I can. This is just the starting. Again, you can add whatever. I actually made a side deck. I'll just run through it really quick as I talk to you. These are cards you should add to the side deck. Right. I have Foolishes somewhere. I would add those. Again, this is just a start. This is just so you can have an idea of where to go in case you have enough cards to make this deck work. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later, because time just ran out.